bad by Darkhorse. That was my first match of the day.
Ouch, yeah, that's a hard start. Okay, so Shears gets a really good start, and he does not opt to... Oh, okay, so he goes for the down tilt first. I would have expected him to do a runoff aerial, but he actually goes for the down tilt first, and then after Falcon is at a higher percent from the down tilt, then he goes for the runoff aerial. He does the exact same thing again. Very smart play.
There it is.
Sorry about that. Our display cut out for a moment. Darkhorse barely manages to dodge a grab from Shears. Retreats. Runoff aerial, seals the deal for Shears. So Shears up 3 quick stocks from those F throw, down tilt, runoff aerials. Really reliable edge guarding pattern against Falcon.
Pikachu's got the really easy edge guards for the most part because he's got the easy recovery. Well, not necessarily easy, but the really good recovery.
Yeah, that's kind of what makes Pika just so deadly off the stage, is that he can just commit really far effortlessly.
He's tough to challenge too, because I mean he could throw out a move and it'll knock you down. It's hard to get back.
It's kind of like the way Mario and Luigi play. They'll actually drag both you and them down, and they'll get back and you won't. So now Shears is actually up 3 stocks in a matchup that he says is 100-0 in Falcon's favor. So we'll see if Darkhorse can prove that to Shears, or if Shears will manage to make a miraculous win in this matchup that he's not confident in. Up there, and even like low to mid percents, a lot of Pika's moves don't really do much to Falcon, which is definitely a problem, but he managed to build up enough damage there. Yeah, and that's it for Falcon. If Falcon can keep both players at low percent, if he can be at low percent, then Pikachu's moves don't tend to be very effective against him. And if he can keep Pikachu at low percent, then he can just repeatedly zero-death him over and over and over. If either of them start to get into higher percents, it becomes a real problem for Falcon. So it doesn't look like we're going to see any character changes here. Maybe just some adaptation of playstyle, maybe Darkhorse will try to play a little more patient. Shears known for kind of waiting by the ledge. But Darkhorse also a very patient player. Although we didn't see a whole lot of it in that game.
3, 2, 1, go! I feel like they're both going to start out just fishing for a grab.
Yeah, that's pretty much pretty standard in this matchup.
I feel like that's
CI from Shears.
Yeah, I feel like that's how you can start a lot of combos in this though, is just with the grabs they tend to combo into each other pretty easily.
So Shears is now at that high percent with Pikachu against Falcon. So Falcon's going to need to try and find either like a back throw and then an edge guard or something like that to be able to take the stock from Pikachu. It's not so easy because he can't do those zero deaths anymore. So he gets a grab in the back throw, and that'll seal it down. So we're even at 4 stocks. A much better start from Darkhorse, but I think he could have gotten an up smash there. He misses it, and gets really punished off stage.
Show me a move.
Taunts, still
the taunt
confident.
canceling's great.
Yeah. Okay, so he gets the grab, but not in a position where he can do a UR stream because he needs a platform there to refresh his good UR. Helps him get back to the stage. Covers a ton for Falcon. Gets the grab. Oh, I think he wanted a pivot forward to the reverse upper, kind of a Falcon standard, but instead he just turned around in place. So we're seeing now the difficulty that Falcon has against a high percent Pikachu. He just has to go for straight hit after straight hit to try and build up Pika's damage. So after hitting a grab and an up air, then Pika's at high enough percent that grab will come. Very weak back air, just enough. But with both people at 0-0, Darkhorse is definitely going to be looking for a quick 0-death combo to get himself back in the game.
Terrible spot to be in. Not a terrible spot to be in right now.
Yeah, in this matchup, there's actually like a lot of room for Falcon to recover, or to make a comeback. He's never really out of it. Oh, well, very well spaced back here. Not much Falcon can do. Oh, and he messes up the vertical spacing or positioning on his up air, so he only gets a couple straight hits. Luckily for Darkhorse, he's still at only 14%. So Pikachu's options are pretty limited. Wow, and he gets the back air and down airs him as Shears tries to go for the ledge. So Darkhorse actually taking the lead. And he does a dash back, gets the grab, doesn't get the full UR chain, gets an up smash, up air. Doesn't quite kill. Oh, wow! Very fast ledge grab from Darkhorse. Taking this to game 3.
Falcon flexing on Pikachu right now.
It's tricky for Pikachu trying to recover because Falcon can cover the ledge with down air or just by grabbing it, but if Pika tries to teleport onto the stage, Falcon is so fast he can just run up and catch him. Almost no matter where Pikachu. Oh wow, we might see a 0-death, but she can actually DI's out of it. Good F throw to F throw. And just some down tilts. Easy edge guard if Falcon is so far away from the stage. Back throw, not really what Darkhorse wants to do, but he might not have actually had much of a choice.
The up air strength.
Yeah, luckily for him, he manages to actually up B in the other direction, sending Shears further off the stage. He manages to turn around mid-combo. So let's see if he can get the edge guard. No, he goes for a hard read F smash, and Shears somehow slips by, but manages to get the kill anyway, immediately afterwards. Wow, that was a crazy grab. Oh, he drops the standard up air string again. Darkhorse maybe needs to practice those up air combos against Pika. They are pretty tough. It's very easy to not hit the second up air fast enough, or to full jump when you mean to short hop. Then you'll lose it. Simple edge guard from Shears. Not going to go for anything risky. And he's just going to stay by the ledge, push for a grab or a forward air.
Hopefully we can see some of that patience from the Darkhorse that we talked about.
Yeah, it's paying off here. You see him. Oh wow, no, that's not in the position he wants to be at all. He runs up to Shears. Shears moves out of the way, leaving him stuck in the corner. A terrible place for Falcon against Pika. Almost anyone against anyone, really. You never want to be stuck in the corner. No DI on the F air, but no real follow-up anyway. And right there, oh wow. Gets the back throw, gets the run off neutral air. Shears with the 3-stock. Very good, impressive win in a difficult matchup for Pikachu.
Who's up next? Robert, you and Stud Still are up next? What? You and Stud Still are up next? Up next, we got Robert and Stud Still.
All right, we got Me and iCactus Dog up on commentary, Shears and iCactus Dog. That was, I think, my first time beating Darkhorse on Dreamland only. In 19XX, I think I beat him every time, which was back in like October. And then I don't think, maybe one time I beat him since we did the 19XX rule set on Dreamland. Like, I don't know, I find Falcon Pika like impossible for Pika. I feel like it's 100-0 Falcon. Pika's got to be like perfect with their edge guards and their gimps to beat Falcon. Otherwise, Falcon has like a lot of room for like if Pika makes one mistake, it's a Falcon combo to death. Falcon has a pretty easy edge guard on Pika with just like, you know, down air covering the edge or like the hook up air, which stuff like Darkhorse do a lot. He's really, really good with that. So he got me with that a few times. It's just like an easy edge guard. He's got really good 0 to death combos. He didn't look like he was playing his best. He missed a few combos. Like he got a grab on me in a couple stocks and just didn't punish. Didn't even do anything. So I feel like he was playing kind of bad. He just did have eye surgery a few weeks ago. So he got like LASIK, so like he can see like perfect now. But he's still going through some problems with like getting his vision back. So certain things are still blurry. Like reading like up close is hard for him. So I don't know if that kind of helped me in winning there.
Shout out to you Johnning for him. You're like, yeah, I won, but like this man has so many issues going on.
Yeah. I don't know. I literally, outside of 19XX, which we did in October, I haven't beaten him. Maybe it might have been once I beat him since 19XX. But
Yeah. Okay. Just not talking too much, trying to let Shears discuss his match real quick. Oh, right there. How's that sound?
Yo, be
better?
loud. Be like loud, obnoxious like I am.
Is that better right there? Or still need me to speak up a little bit more? Alrighty, yeah. Gotcha.
So, IKX Dog, you've been coming here for a couple weeks now.
Yep.
What do you think of Xanadu?
It's great. I mean, 64 guys are great. I mean, I'm learning a lot. I'm getting my butt handed to me.
You moved
pretty
here
frequently.
from New York, right?
Yep, from
Buffalo area?
Yep, Buffalo. And
They had a good win against the Jets.
yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
So the Darkhorse and Bark Sanchez, they're both Jets fans. They're huge Jets fans. So you're single-handedly the reason they didn't make the playoffs.
It frustrated me because I wanted them to lose for the draft pick and because I'm a big Ryan Fitzpatrick fan. Like, he could play for the Patriots, and I would still root for that guy.
Well, I mean, he played for Buffalo for a while.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's got a soft spot in my heart, but I don't know. It felt kind of good because my roommate's a Jets fan, too. So.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
My roommate's a Steelers fan. He's from Pittsburgh.
Oh.
But I'm a Pats fan from New England. Grew up in Rhode Island. So this is going to be probably Kirby Ditto's. Studstill Robert. Studstill, he's a guy who's moved to Baltimore a few months ago. Like, one of his main reasons to Smash, like, he's like, you know, I don't have a family. I can get a job anywhere. So I'll just, like, why not get a job in, like, one of the biggest, most popular, like, Smash 64 scenes in the country if you can get a place to stay. So